Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. As you can see, there's been a terrific atmosphere here. There is great expectation, excitement, and it has built nicely in these idyllic conditions. Conditions which are certainly playing their part in creating a glorious ambience. It's quite a struggle to get in here, points of access hard to come by, and an awful lot of people gathering to get through the gates. But regardless of that, there's a great feel here and much excitement for the game ahead. We are in this super stadium for a super club, truly one of the iconic buildings of 21st century sport, the Allianz Arena. And we rise now for the Spanish national anthem. Well, they have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem, now to match it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Aymeric Laporte. He's a centre-back who's one of the best in the business when it comes to playing out from defence. He can spark quick counter-attacks or put his foot on the ball and retain it when a breather is needed. He's a very solid defender too. And opposition forwards, they're not going to get much change out of this guy.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Carlos Soler! That's a fine save!
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
England can start a counter here. Carlos Soler wins the duel this time. And he was alert to it. Grealish. Bellingham. Henderson cuts out the pass. Ball played for Grealish. And it's Stones. Over to the other side. To Walker. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Saka. Dani Olmo. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Morata. Oh, that's delightful. And it's hoisted clear.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
No way through, so back it comes. Skims one in. Jordan Henderson. Saka. And it's Kane. And it's Grealish. Spread out to the left. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Now it's Morata. Carlos Soler. Looking tidy in possession here. And here's Pablo Sarabia.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
Stood up well to him there. He's had a shot! Goal! Spain! First blood drawn.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Dyer. Ball is over the line. It's a good run down the right. Ah, such a clever touch. Puts in a cross. Dani Olmo. Pablo Sarabia. Grealish. Deftly done. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Shaw. Shaw, he's left his man. Now that is a hefty challenge. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Carlos Soler. Carvajal. Shifted upfield. Stones. To Dyer. Grealish. Bellingham. And it's Kane. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nico Williams. Strong running down that left flank. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. And it was worth a go.
And it's Grealish. Kyle Walker. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Dani Olmo trying to keep this in. Ball played for Grealish. And here's Kane. It's Kane! He's missed, but not by that far.
Kane did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Spain just doing what they're good at. Possession-based football. It's lovely.
Nice to watch, yeah. It's all about passing in little intricate triangles, trying to force a few of their opponents out of position and then exploit the space.
Oh, that's a key interception. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Morata. Played out to the right. And that's aimed into the middle.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Now the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Greenish. Shaw. Decent progress down the left. Alexander-Arnold. Kane. He's gone for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Climbs up big! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Grealish certainly could have and should have made more of that.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Saka. Shots on here. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And that has been clubbed away. Hoisted in. Saka has it out wide and in space. Saka's delivery. Sends it forward. Nico Williams.
England really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Nico Williams. And that's a throw-in. Williams. Oh, it's played into the area.
Spain are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Greenish. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Bellingham. Now it's Saka. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Pablo Sarabia. Now Nico Williams. Pau Torres, forwards and with intent. That has been cut short. Grealish. And it's Walker. It's Bellingham. Now it's Saka. And it's Walker. Now it's Saka. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Dyer. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Grealish. Jordan Henderson. And it's Walker. And here's Kane. Oh, he's found him in space. Opts to play it back. Chance! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Carlos Soler. Carvajal. Nico Williams. Henderson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Saka. Threads one in. Great work on the overlap.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Carlos Soler. Nico Williams. Morata receives it in a good position here. And Pablo Sarabia. Now who's going to be first to this? Grealish. And it's Grealish. Here's Shaw. And it's Kane. Grealish. And Kyle Walker. Now then, the ball's come loose. It's gone for a throw-in. Walker. And here's Kane. Kane! Shaw with the cross. Grealish. And it's Grealish. Been levered clear, and now they can spring out of defence. Nico Williams. Here's Pablo Sarabia. Nico Williams. Dani Olmo. Interesting ball. Williams. Oh, it's come loose. Back in once more.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Grealish. And it's Shaw. For Jordan Henderson. Gently done. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Alexander-Arnold. Out to the left it goes. Swings it across. In once more. Dani Olmo. Pablo Sarabia. Nico Williams. Great skill, that's nice. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending.
Too much elaboration and not enough penetration.
Saka! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, talking about a man on a mission, that was a super effort.
Bellingham. Carlos Soler. Swung over. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Played out to the left flank. Williams. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, easy pickings there. Jordan Henderson. Carlos Soler. And Dani Olmo. And it's Laporte. To Laporte. Carvajal. Grealish. And it's Grealish. And it's Kane. And he just whacks it away. Nico Williams. Rodri. And Dani Olmo. Pablo Sarabia. Lovely bit of skill. Williams. Dani Olmo. Back into the middle. Over to the left. That is lovely. Williams. Played it. Can he put it away? Oh, taken with style. 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Walker. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's Walker. Walker tries making a foray down the right. Walker is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Nico Williams. England are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Carvajal. Carvajal. Looking to go deep. And he's there to get it away. Oh, good spread. Carvajal gets into some space. Played out towards the right wing. Massive leap! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Shaw. And it's Walker. Gets to show off his quick feet. It's run loose here. And it's Walker. Oh, nice touch. It's Bellingham. Now who's going to be first to this? Nico Williams. Pau Torres. And Dani Olmo. And it's Laporte. Moved on forwards. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nico Williams. Pablo Sarabia. And Dani Olmo. Pau Torres. Spain finding their passes. Carvajal. It's gone out for a throw-in. Carvajal. And he's had a hit! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Jordan Henderson. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Carvajal. And it's played forward. It's Carlos Soler. Carvajal. Dani Olmo. Knocks it away. Jordan Henderson. And it's Kane. Rodri. It's Carlos Soler. Oh, that is a nice touch. And he has been fouled there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Sarabia! Cleared away. Stones can get it clear. And now they can clear their lines. Laporte. Pau Torres. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's the chance to counter. Carlos Soler. And it's Pablo Sarabia. Dani Olmo. Carlos. Decent hit! Shaw. Now Stones. And we hit half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And the second half gets underway.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Jordan Henderson. Bellingham. Gets good distance on it. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Bellingham. And it's Grealish. Jordan Henderson. It's Bellingham. That's tidy. Sterling. And Sterling! It's in! The second half off to a spectacular start.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
England get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Carvajal. Into the box. And that has been cleared. Defending of the desperate variety. Dani Olmo. Out to the right.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Spain. Rodri concedes a free kick for that. And it's Grealish. Nico Williams. Pau Torres. And it's Morata. And Pablo Sarabia. Nico Williams. And it's Kane. Now it's Sterling. A real chance if he can get through. Danger averted for now, and it's been taken straight back. Grealish. Shaw delivers. Sarabia can get it clear.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
He's a sharp little ball. There's the shot! Really well taken goal.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And here's Sterling, played out to the left flank. Dani Olmo is there to clear. Calmly anticipates. Carlos Soler. There will be a throw-in. Grealish. Bellingham. Walker. Good read, needed to be. And the pass is intercepted. Bellingham. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Good spot, he's seen the run. Henderson spots it and intercepts. Shaw. And here's Sterling. Knocks it out wide. And it's Shaw. Sterling. Nico Williams. Carlos Soler. Carvajal. Carvajal. Drilled in low.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Kane. And it's Sterling. Nice control. Sterling. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Nico Williams. Pablo Sarabia. And the ball's a good one here. Kane. And it's Grealish. Now it's Kane. And it's Shaw. Laporte. So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Now Nico Williams. And here's Morata. Lovely feet. Played out wide. Great challenge, time to perfection. Passing is crisp and sharp. Shaw. Jordan Henderson. Sterling. Oh, a delicate chip through. Now it's Kane. And he's there to clear it. Morata. Spread out to the left. Well timed, excellent interception. Caught offside that time. Laporte. Here's Rodri. Pablo Sarabia. And Dani Olmo. Carlos Soler. Steaming on goalwards. Well, he had a really good run at goal there, but the defence just weren't going to let him past. Carlos Soler.
Spain might just have gone into conservation mode here. Their focus now is clearly to just hold on.
Spain, on the other hand, are left with no choice but to risk everything and to go for it. Carvajal. It's Carlos Soler. Carvajal. Bellingham. Grealish. Played out towards the right wing. Cleared without complication. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Laporte is there, and he can get that clear. Asensio. Now it's Morata. Grealish. Moved forward, and quickly so. And it's Grealish. And it's Walker. Showing good feet. Oh, it's come loose. Cross goes in there. And that's been levered clear. Moved on forwards. Played in by Marco Asensio. That looks a good ball through. Walker. Oh, that's a big chance! And that was very necessary. You get a throw in. Now here's the delivery. Sarabia can get it clear. And here's Kane. Henderson. He's found a way past. Kane has been caught there, it's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket, it's just a stern lecture.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's gone for the shots! Oh, that's fabulous! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Nico Williams. Sends it forward. Nico Williams. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Jordan Henderson. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Asensio. Morata pinches it off him. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And it's Sterling. Shaw. Sterling. Fiddles it through.
England are definitely going about this the right way.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Williams. Morata! They've scored! Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Spain go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Bellingham. Walker. Now it's Saka. He's got the shot away! And that's caused a worry or two. That's a nicely weighted pass. Now it's Morata. Morata is on his own. England needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Great chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Unai Simon herring off. Referee has seen that as a dive.
Well, he knows very well that was never a foul. He has made himself look ridiculous.
Sterling did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Spain have it back and they can go again. Williams. Some really good ball movement. Pablo Sarabia. That'll be a throw. Nico Williams. It's a decent looking cross. And it's Kane. Well, they can break here. Oh, good spread. Saka. Oh, sweet feet. That's good defending, very good defending. Well, he is the type of character who rises to this sort of challenge, and he will be back for more. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Jordan Henderson. Looking for the runner.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more.
Tries the volley! A real chance and a real let-off. Laporte. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And here's Morata. Ah, he's had it taken off him. Now it's Sterling. Gets his pass away. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Sterling. Tries to get it clear. Nico Williams. And it's Pablo Sarabia. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Jordan Henderson. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Played out to the right. Defending of the desperate variety. Referee's given a throw. And here's Sterling. Saka! Oh, should have put that away.
And he could have eased the pressure on his team by taking them within one of an equaliser.
Dani Olmo. Now Nico Williams. And that is as far as they're going to go. Grealish. Played out towards the right wing. He is through here. Jordan Henderson. There's the crossfield ball. Oh, important interception. Defender's on the back foot. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? And he's had it nicked away. Asensio. And it's Kane. England looking to pass their way through. Laporte attempts a clearance. Rodri. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Shaw. There's the hit! And it's in! That is simply top draw, beautifully served up and deliciously finished.
It's a really good goal, and not just the way he finished it. You had to read the whole situation as it developed.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
Pablo Sarabia. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Jordan Henderson. Sterling, now he's off and running. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. That's a throw. Dani Olmo, interesting ball.
Morata really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Gently done. Grealish. Great ball if he can get there. Carvajal is there to heave it away. That's a throw. Shaw with the cross. Oh, that's a fine interception.
England really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Kane. There's the shot! And the follow-up. Now, who's going to be first to this?
This has to be a spell of no fear. They can't leave anything out there.
And it's Grealish. Someone looks like he's in need of protection here.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
And it's played in here. Oh, well played, well played.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Asensio! It's a goal!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Bellingham. And here's Kane. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Cleared away. Oh, good spread. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Pau Torres. Dyer. And here's Kane. And it's Shaw. Oh, that's neat. Grealish. Rodri does really well there, strong defending. And they can counter here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Morata. Changes him with that pass. Nico Williams. Aimed in towards the centre. Sterling. And it's Shaw. Gets his pass away. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Shaw. Played for Stones. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Shaw. Walker is onto it in a flash. Walker battling down that right flank. That is a brilliant interception. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well, they've got it again. Out to the right. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Carlos Soler. Pau Torres. And Laporte. It's Carlos Soler. Stones gets over and intercepts. And it's Walker. Oh, really good feet. Has a go! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Grealish. Out to the left it goes. And here's Kane. It's a loose ball. And that's it.